Hey, welcome to Elders Corner. Hi, I am Nessa the Holistic, and we are sitting at the Holistic Tea Table where we speak realistically. We got that from Pastor Kumar. How y'all doing today? Well, guys, I've been doing a little retrospecting and just processing a few things, and so I decided let's just jump on and let's talk to the cousins and family and see how everybody doing this week. How y'all really feeling? This week it's pretty good week so far. Friday, this Friday, well, Monday, Sunday was an awesome service, very great service. And then on Monday, guys, we got together, the rehearsal team, and we practiced our music. So, I mean, we really sounded good. We pushed our sister to the place that we ended up in praise. And that's what rehearsals is about. Rehearsals is getting together, putting one mind together to get the assignment accomplished. So we thank God for an assignment. We thank God for a bishop that hears God. And I thank God for friends and family members that trust the process. Let's keep Ashley in prayer, y'all. She was sick. Her and her baby, her and Samuel. So let's keep them in prayer. Let's keep Mama Brown in prayer too, because she gotta take care of her family, and so that might be a little stressful, taking care of your loved ones and then having to go to work in your own responsibilities. So yeah, how y'all been doing? How y'all feeling? Are you guys registered voters? Have y'all went and registered? Are y'all voting? Okay, I want to ask the question. Who y'all voting for? It ain't got nothing to do with your religious beliefs. It doesn't believe anything. We don't judge over here. I have family members that are real diehard Republicans. They're gonna vote Republican and they don't care about nothing else. They're loyalists to the Republican Party, even in the direction that it's going in. And so, and I love them. Our relationship ain't gonna change because you have one belief and I have a different belief. And I think that's what made us really close, because we can have our differences and still love one another and still be there. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to put her business out there. She was one of the ones that supported us in the popcorn fundraiser. She seeded into what we believe God is going to do and what God is going to endow on us, And as He's endowing us, we're going to be pursuing His power, and completing the assignment. And she believed in that. And she's a Trump supporter. And she's an amazing woman. So I'm just saying, who you voting for and why? And so since we're on this subject, I just want to talk too, because a lot of times I ranted about this subject and I should have just had a conversation, but y'all know I'm human, and y'all know that this is where reality and spirituality and we have a little bit of holistic values, and we're going to be ourselves over here. And we are comfortable here where we can express ourselves and don't feel judged. Now, for those of y'all think that you guys have a God complex, we ask that you just delete this page. You don't support it, and you go do what you do, because your views and your opinion could be expressed in a way of respect. And we are not bashing no one over here. We're not getting into people. We're not dating over here. We just over here just having a conversation and hanging out. Okay? And so for me, when I was ranting, I was more ranting because I was I watch MSNBC, which is one of my favorite daytime shows, or when I'm home. And even at night, my husband said, that's all you do, sit there and watch them people. And I said, oh God. But I watch it just so I can learn, because I'm at a place in my life where when you were younger, as a lot of stuff that I should have learned and should have known, I didn't know. And so as I got adult, it was so much, because, the lifestyle you live, sometimes you miss out on your proper education and your proper learning because you think that you are something that you're not. And we're going to talk about that later, because we're going to address a little bit of hurt too. And I'm gonna use me. Um, you know, and as I got older, starting with Obama, I started paying attention and I started wanting to be involved and I started understanding my rights as a voter, as a citizen of the United States, and I started utilizing them as I enforced and mandated that my rights protected me. You understand? And so, who you vote for? I ain't gonna, I might be talking a lot, but I know what I want us to talk about, and I want to take us in a direction. Who you vote for? Well, for me, I told y'all how I felt. Just because she's a woman, we never had a woman in that office. We never had a nurturing leader. We need that. We need a non-judgmental nurturing, because a woman is nurturing. She loving, she gentle, she kind. Women can build a household from nothing. I know a lot of women can make something out of nothing. They're not a diffuser situation when they're not in a biased state. Even our mamas, when we look at our mamas, think about all the stuff we've done as a child to, be rebellious against our mother. And our mother never stopped loving us. Now, she might kick our butt. Some of our mamas use profanity and cuss us out. Might not even answer the phone for because she's mad at us. But her heart will always let us get in trouble while she's mad. I bet she shows up mad, but she gonna show up, right? That's what you get with a woman. With a man, we get discipline, we get correction, we get stability because they're providers. The masculine energy, the man, he does so much. And the woman, she does the rest. And so we never experienced a woman leader. And I think it's about time we experience a woman. Not only that, she's multicultural. And, by the rules, America made these rules. If you had, I think it was 1% black, or was it 0.5%, anything you would consider black, so she's past that. Her daddy was black. So, that 50% right there. So she's black. That right there, we never had a black woman lead us. A black woman who's educated. A black woman who's been through some things. Have y'all seen those black women who mature into their womanhood and they are such great leaders, and they're so loving? Some of them might be hard. I have a Mama Stone in our church. When you meet her, you might think it's abrasive, but if you're in a place like you looking for real love, you want somebody to be real with you. You don't want the pretend, fake, play stuff. You want somebody to really be honest with you, and it might not be what you want to hear. You be like, wait a minute, who's she? Oh, but she talking right? And then when you get to know that person, you're like, dang, she is awesome. She's amazing. That's what we get with a woman like that, a black woman who's been through some things, who's struggling through some things, who knows some things. And you put them in a position of leadership, we might be in a way better place. For me. Now, we ain't talking about no policy. We're just talking about just the attraction to her, right? I want you guys to take a moment and do your research. Donald Trump and Kamala. And make a decision that you think that would benefit your life. We had Donald Trump. And I heard some people say they're going to be with Donald Trump because of the stimulus. And that took me off the top. That means that person didn't have anything. He didn't own nothing. You'll probably living in your cousin's basement. And that little $1,200 was the biggest and the best thing you've ever had. Or any individual that raved off that. Wait, you guys, I think we should just take us a break and we're going to come right back to this subject. We'll see you right after the commercial.
Attention, family, neighbors, and friends. Please join the New Destiny of Greater Trueborn Fellowship for our Holy Convocation along with Bishop Anthony G. Robinson and our very own Overseer Sandra Stone. From November 7th through the 10th, prepare your hearts and minds for an anointed time of worship, teaching, and fellowship as we gather to seek God's presence and grow in His grace. This year's theme focuses on Pursuing God's Mandate, featuring amazing, captivating, and dynamic speakers. Beginning Thursday, November 7th, we will hear from the incomparable Reverend Dr. Paulette Zimmerman from End Time Ministries Church Incorporated. On Friday, November 8th, we will hear from a true man of God, Bishop Charles Kersey Jr. from the Greater Truth Holy International Assemblies and Churches, each delighting us with high-octane, heart-wrenching, and soul-stirring sermons. During our Saturday concert on November 9th, we will hear a good word from the anointed apostle Shaniqua Goodman from the Shaniqua Goodman Ministries. Together, let's usher in and experience the amazing My Ministry of Diamond Saunders as we continue to glorify God through music, high praise, song, and fellowship. Lastly, on Sunday, November 10th, our very
Hey, so what did you guys think about that? I know. Listen, I'm going to keep playing the commercial until we get to that point. And I'm working on new advertisements, so you guys just got to give me time. It took us time to get to this place. So back to the subject. You know, the attraction of Kamala Harris was, for me, it was based on what I see. Now, the policies, you know, right now she's under the Biden administration. They're saying the same things that Biden is continuing from Obama's legacy. She will continue it. And so I do like the direction that this country is going. Gas is getting a little bit cheaper. You know, they're stabilizing things. If she get in office, for us who, you know, got these little small businesses, we can really step into small business and get some help. For those of us who's looking to buy a house in the future, $25,000 to help you, a down payment on your house that you'll live in forever, your forever home, that help. So that, based on that, Trump trying to take everything away. Our seniors ain't gonna have nothing. They're not gonna be programs for those who are, you know, dealing with issues that's getting assistance from Medicare and Medicaid or the marketplace, you know. So, you know, what do you want? Trump has been convicted of crimes. Think about how many times you've been to jail, that you're carrying a record. If you ever try to get in that position, you would never. There are jobs that are hinder you based on the DV violence. You can't get the job, but he can hold the highest position in the world. And that's my issue. And then he relate to us. Oh, I can relate to blacks because I've been to jail. Or they like sneakers, and he made sneakers, and a lot of people went and bought them. That's what he view us. That's how we view us. And if you ain't got no money, guess what? He view you the same way. If you live in a trailer, if you're struggling to pay your rent, if you don't have millions to throw around, you are in the same category as we are. American. And the immigrants got it the worst. Because when he get into power, I don't know what's going to happen. So, I just want you to think about those things. All right? And I believe that he's hurt. I think he's been hurt. Something happened to him. Well, he was never expressed love from his cousin, Mary Trump. He never knew what real love was. Never. You know, he told the Hollywood Insider, you know, they recorded it, you know, being slick. You know how people do you when you got money? Same way they doing Diddy. They were doing him like that because they didn't want him in office. He said, grab her by her cootie. I ain't want to sit the way he said it. I am still trying to be a Christian. Grab by the cootie. They like it. That's who you vote for. So, you know, I just think he was hurt. I don't think he ever had a real woman in his life. I don't. That's why he's scared of Fani. That's why he don't like Patricia James. That's why he don't like Kamala. Those are some strong black girls. They are. And he's scared of them. And why? You know, because they're not going to take that abuse. You can't grab them by their stuff. If you grab them by their stuff, you're going to have a whole problem. And it ain't going to be legal. You know? So I just want y'all to think about that. And while I'm speaking about hurt, like, you know, it's been some things going on, like, in maybe my life for years. Even from youth, I dealt with hurt in a different way. And in my hurt, my behavior and my mannerisms got me in a black place where I ended up, when I thought I came to and I thought I arrived, I was on drugs. And then it took me to go through the process of getting off the drugs and therapy and rehab and all of that. You know, I was still in a plot and place in my mind until I met God for myself. Now, I'm not talking about my grandmama God. I'm not talking about the grandma God that I grew up with, that I knew about, that I, you know, knew how to dance. I knew how to shout. I know, not to me, him talk. Yeah. When me and him talked, I was in a place of restoration physically and mentally. Spiritually, I didn't know he was working on me, but he was. And so, as he worked on me, everything it seemed like I asked him for, he gave it. I didn't know the struggle that came behind what I asked for. I didn't know how to maintain it. You know, I know when I got it, I just was going to protect it. You know what I'm saying? And so, in protecting, sometimes you may have made some mistakes. Right, mommies and daddies? You know, and sometimes you know that you're protecting, but it also affects what you protect, right? And so I had got to a place and I said, you know what, I'm done with all that. Yeah, I know I was, you know, I got a couple, I'm done with it. When I'm done with it, I'm like, I'm an Aquarius zodiac, for those who believe in the astrology. You know, when I'm done, I'm done. Like, because the next place, I'm going to be in consequence. So I have to say, okay, I'm done. I've taken all I can take. I've eaten all I can eat. I'm full. I'm done. Right? And when I say that, I cut it off. And then somehow, the thing that I say I'm done with, I thought I end up back of trying to protect it, right? And this time, I always say this time, you know, this time is different because I had put some guardrails up. You know, I had put the guardrails up a certain way that, one, I won't be affected, I thought, and that I can still work on the protected, right? And I'm talking in codes because a lot of people watch this and a lot of people might not understand it and it's meant for that. And I don't want nobody to feel away behind what I'm saying. And so when I put the guardrails up, I thought the guardrails would protect me and the protector, right? And it ended up spilling into the whole restoration. And spilled right into it. The thing I said, listen, we're not bringing that. We're let that go. We walking. You know, even before I even put the guardrails up, I had did a thing where, you know, instead of gratitude, it was what did I do that caused a friction between us in this place. And then we said we love you and we forgave you and we're going to always be together. And nobody kept that. Well, Two kept it. The rest didn't. And I understand. Right? And it spilled into the restoration. And so I had to put everything on the table because I was ashamed of the thing that was going on, you know. And because of the behavior of the protected, you know, that same behavior was reoccurring. So I had noticed it. You know, anytime you done been in a situation and you done got yourself out those situations, anytime they come up, you see it from afar off. You be like, wait a minute, wait, this is finna happen. And I already feel it. And then when you have the conversations and you connect the dots, it's happening. And so my bishop prayed some stuff off me. And I think it's off me. Because I can think clearly now. Like for real. Like, I see the whole picture. And the thing sometimes I be wanting to do, like, be in the first part of my mind, then I hear the Holy Ghost tell me, this is what you should do. And I've been doing that. And it's been working. Okay? So, but that person is still hurt. And they hurt from loss. In the loss, they never had an opportunity to have a complete relationship with the loss, right? And so that's where you feel like you gotta protect that. But that's not your place of protection. You should be a place of support. And this is what I learned from this whole situation. And so in supporting, you don't find yourself with expectations that'll lead you to a place of hurt again. I said this is my last time with fellowshipping. I said this is my last time put myself in a place like that. And I feel like this is the time that I don't have to go nowhere else. I'm safe. I'm safe. And I like that. That will make me want to be better. There's things that I got to work on that I want to work on. I got to. It's not a mandate. But because I know the truth and because I know that it benefits me to do so, I'm doing it for me. And I'm not allowing nothing and nobody to bring into this place anything that ain't like God, that I know and I witness because of my experience, right? The hurt place. Y'all, we got to get better with the hurt place. A lot of people are hurt. And they hold on to it like this is the thing that's killing them. And it's like they are so attracted to it. They hurt. They gravitate to the hurt and they won't let it go. Like they cry and they even talk about letting it go and they will not release it. I found out some people are comfortable in a hurt place. They really be hurt. I was like that too. I was like that too. I remember in my addiction days that when I was out there, like, to see families, if you've been out there, you know what I'm talking about. It's a real sensitive place that a lot of people won't go. I remember, being in the world and holiday time come and all you could think about, like even in your addiction, you can only think about the great, great moments you had during those moments with your family. Like those very special moments. And then you, like, am I ever going to experience that with my own family? But you're not in a condition to even have a family. You're not even in a condition that you can take care of yourself because the way you're taking care of yourself, you've submitted to the lifestyle of the world. And what you thought was healthy was killing you. Killing you spiritually, killing you mentally, killing you emotionally, your growth. Like when you get on drugs, you get stunted at a growth level. So whatever level you got on drugs, that's why when I see this, like, okay guys, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. Nobody needs to be addicted, okay? What I'm saying is, when you see an older person and they're like 67 and they're addicted, you're like, okay, you can kind of understand because they live their life and they're running for something. Not that that's a good thing. But when you see someone like 12 and 13-year-old crack addicted, or 15, 16 crack addicted. You see what I'm saying? And a person that you thought was like you is the one that gave it to you. Yeah. Yeah. Gave it to you. Ruined your life even worse. You was already at a bad place, but it really took you out. You know? I'll never forget those things. And the hurt that I experienced kept me there. I'm glad that when I got to New York, where God rescued me, that I was able to address those hurts, you know. I was able to come full face to the hurt. And I had one person that really supported me, who really knew what was going on. That was Eric. You know, like, that was my brother. Because he knew everything and I knew everything about each other's lives and our struggles. And, you know, that hurt, you know. And, you know, I don't know how to help anyone else in that place. I just know that my suggestion is you got to just go ahead and just get to the hurt. You got to address it. I can't do it for you, because if I do it for you, I'm addressing my hurt. And sometimes my hurt can trigger your hurt. And then we both ain't no good for each other. Because either we're coming at each other or we're in a place that we're attacking somebody else. And we yelling and right on that type of time. You know? So, you got to address your hurt. And let me tell you too, let's go spiritual with it. If you don't address your hurt, if you don't take your hurt to God, your hurt can block you or block God from hearing you, because you're not trusting him enough. You're not trusting him with that hurt. That's why Peter said, cast your cares on him, because he cares for you. He want you to, in addressing that hurt, bring it to him and let him help you process that hurt. You got to address the hurt. With Diddy's situation, y'all, I know he hurt so many people in the long ram of the thing. I personally don't believe that there was any victims. You cannot say that I want to be with this person and I'm with this person, and this person got a history. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's do it this way. I met a guy. I like this guy. But every time I go around this guy, they go in this room and he beats this girl, and then she comes out. But when she comes out, she's high, she's partying, she's acting normal, but I know I heard her get beat. I don't see that girl no more. Another girl going now. He is, oh God, he's so good looking. He got millions. He's the man. All the men that I thought were, all these great stars are camped around about him. And I'm running over there. I'm a singer. I can sing too, y'all. Not only am I attracted to him, I can sing. And I go and put myself in a position just so he might see me to make me a star. And then I get slapped in that room. And he tells me, oh, that's slap one. Then I do that to everybody. Everybody come in this room and get slapped. And every day for 15 years, I go in that room and get slapped. But I never get to the stardom that I want. I never got whatever thing that I was chasing. And when I got tired of being slapped, now I'm a victim. Or I'm abused. Yeah, you are abused. But that was by just, not to say nobody have the right to put their hands on you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would never put myself in a place where a person can continually slap me, and then the first time they slap me, you know, I don't get no help. I don't call the police. I don't protect myself. I don't run away. I go right back and get high and get slapped again. Or I go right back and let them molest me. Every day I do this. Because I'm hoping that, guess what, through all of this, he gonna change. or through all of this, I'm going to have my #1 single. Or all it is, he's going to say that I helped him produce that and my name going to be big. But none of that happens. He moves on and does it to a whole nother group of people. And his behavior is predator to victim. But he's victimizing people that want to be victimized. In my eyes, that's my point of view. From all the stories, from everything that you hear, that's what they put in my head. My problem is the black man hurt. I'm tired of seeing them attack rich black men and break them down, and Trump can run for president. That's my problem. Because Trump does the same thing. Trump did the same thing. Worse. And then not only he did that, he defrauded a whole state. And he can run for president, and Diddy can't even come out to jail and do it. Wait till you have to go to court to face this stuff. And everybody want to talk about the $1,000 baby oil jail stuff in his house. Well, what you got in your house that you'll be ashamed of if you get arrested? They run up in your house right now. Not to say that that's something normal. It's not. I'm just saying that we got to learn how to not always be so quick to bandwagon when people are being kicked down because of their bad decisions. Because we've all made bad decisions and fell down. If we didn't, we wouldn't need Christ. We all made bad decisions. We all done things that we are ashamed of. And there's things in our house that you might be ashamed of. If they come in your house and bring cameras and arrest you and put all your business in the streets. What's in your house? I pray for those people. I pray for them people that say they are victim. I pray for this man that they're going to tear down. Another black man. Just like R. Kelly. Just like they tried Bill Cosby. Who else? If they ain't killing them, they tearing them down. So, y'all, we live in the next kind of world. We got to really be serious about God. We really got to be serious about God. We really do. I love him for me. And imagine being in a world that don't even respect life that you thrive in, right? And you have to, be grounded and centered because you don't want to make those mistakes. You don't want to find yourself in a place that you're in consequence, based on somebody else's beliefs or somebody else's actions. That's where it's at. We got to address those hurts. We got to pray for them people who really made bad decisions that they really caught out there. And we thank God for a God of a second chance. A God that'll restore us and rebuild us, even though we don't even deserve it. I never thought that he would have me in the positions that he had me in when I said I was done. And the level of love that I received from the people that's in my life for real. And some of them, I know what it is. Trust me. And some of them, I know it's real love. I can tell. I can see it in your eye. I can see how you speak to me. I can see how you support me. I see how you want me to be successful. I see how you get on top of, girl, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Because a real friend going to make sure. My friend ain't going to be out there like that. You're my friend and I see you, we going out and you got a little booger right there. Girl, get this napkin and fix that. But honey, we finna be out there and we don't need that on your, you know what I'm saying? Or my friend got a little hygiene issue going on. Come on, girl, we're going to stop by my house real quick. I want you to try this. Now, I ain't putting my girlfriend out, and you'll never know that I did that. That'll be between me and my girl. Or me and my bro. Or me and my nephew or niece or cousin or legit. The world would never know that. But my friend will know. Even when I'm mad at my friend, the world will never know. That's the kind of friendship that I see in these people. And I ain't saying these people like, no, to my church family and to my fellowship sisters and brothers. And there's some real brothers and there's some real sisters. And I love them. You know. Y'all, listen, I just stopped by here to just spend a little time with y'all. I wanted to talk a little bit. I just want to let you guys know, we got to address that hurt. That deep hurt got to be addressed because it spills into everything. And some of us who like to be protectors, we can't protect everything. We got to build support. Bottom line, you're not the protector, you're the supporter. That was the assignment. And that's why it hurt so bad. Because what we were supposed to be supporting, we were protecting. And it hurt us. We learned. Y'all, look. Friday is Fire Friday at the church. We're going to come together and pray. Y'all missed Monday. Monday, we had the threshing floor at 5 o'clock. Bishop came in there, gave us some directions, and then everybody in the house prayed. I was running out the door trying not to pray, but because my head was all over the place. And boom, but we all prayed. Really great thing because it just set the mood. We went into rehearsal. Everybody was smiling. It was connected. So Friday, we're going to come together, Fire Fridays, pray, prayer, worship. Saturday at 4 o'clock at Grace and Mercy at 20 Richmond Plaza, Bronx, New York, at 4 p.m. They're going to have the Fruits of the Spirit panel. And when I tell you there's a lineup, and so I'm not going to go through the lineup, I'm just going to tell you that we should be there. And guess who gets to do a scripture? So I'm going to do a scripture, okay? I'm going to do a long one too. So to set the precedent. And then on Sunday, we'll be back with the experience with the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost showed up Sunday. I think you've been showing up if you tap in, you can have a moment with him. So yeah, we got a busy weekend, and I thank y'all for your time. I thank you for your support. Listen, support just don't look like how we always think support is supposed to look. And I know some people can't really sit down and watch the whole podcast. But for those of you who do, and for those of you who call me and comment and tell me little stuff, I really appreciate you. Sometimes you just need the support of your friends and family, to say keep going. And I'm going to keep going with this, and it's going to get better and better. I have a lineup. I got Elder Quan we're going to have an interview with where we'll sit down with the Mormons, and y'all know I'm going to get him together on some of the stuff that I'm learning. And then I'm going to even speak to a couple of pastors that I want you guys to get familiar with that have churches, and I'm going to record in their service. And you'll get to know the pastors. I'm going to really take some time out and go out and meet some pastors and then go to the worship experience. And so we're going to start doing a little something on here so that we can put our name out there so people can tap in and see the different options and the different beliefs and the different supports that you can get. And we don't just go into the church. I love God. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. But we're going to go to the mosque. We're going to go to the Jehovah's Witness. We're just going to do all of them. I'm staying where I'm at. But Elder's Corner, there's some people out there that need to know the options. There are many homes for many type of people. And God will put this word in a place where you can understand it and it benefits you. And we're going to support you in that. Okay? So next time on the Elder's Corner, thank you for stopping.